Yeah,
Here,
once his nuts is probably over with.
I think it's at least getting there. What's his nuts?
Shit.
McFuzzy nuts.
Oh shit, my phone just vibrated in my pocket. Made me a little happy for a second.
Your pants getting tight?
My
Yeah.
pants are getting so tight. We're live. Hello, everybody. My name's Travis from OverDose Vapes. We're live, I guess. I'm guessing.
Tank.
Dildo breast tank. Yeah, we're live, I think.
We're live.
You're not going to catch no fancy shit around here, all right?
We sound good tonight.
This is as fancy as it gets.
This is as fancy as it motherfucking gets. Okay, please start. I'm so sick of hearing Dimitri talk. Church, we got your back. So what's up, guys? Chat. We got Zachary Johnson, Billy Vapes Hard, Panda Vapes, Church, Kenny B, Rin's here. I got medication in my mouth, so you have to bear with me. My medicine, you have to melt under your tongue. It's a fucking total pain in the ass. It's a total nightmare, then. Anyways, All Day Vape, Paul, West End Liquids. What's up, everybody? Kenny B. Yeah, people will start pouring in once that other show. I heard there's another show on tonight, but I didn't know anything about it. So once that's over with, I'm sure people will start coming in here.
What show?
Exactly. Kenny B, you know it. We are all you need. Anyways, yeah, there's only 3 of us tonight. As you guys might have heard, Paul had a family tragedy. His father has passed away, and so he won't be joining us tonight. Nikki B is out. She got a bum leg tonight, and so she's just resting and taking it easy. Gizzard Stew, man, he's been lost in the wilderness for about 6 months. We don't know where he's at.
He's in jail.
He might be in prison. He might be in prison. But we got Mr. Life of Vapes, and we got Yeti's uncle, and so we're gonna have a good show. We're just gonna have a little bit of fun. We have Kenny. Yeah, man, where's the builds? Anyways, we do have a lot of builds to show tonight, and Life was nice enough to actually upload the stream, and so I can show the builds without my computer catching on fire. And so we'll be looking at those as well. We got builds from everybody. We got clean scent builds. They look dope as fuck. Clean as fuck. That's his name. Panda sent some builds. Looks really good. I have a couple different ones. Yeti sent a couple different ones. And who else? Zachary Johnson sent some. So we got a bunch of builds to show. That's going to be really good. Smoke 42, what's up?
That also means, since I'm pushing the stream, if anybody gets upset with hearing Travis's voice or Yeti's voice, just put like X23 a bunch of times in the chat, and I'll mute their part, and then I'll just dub over the top of them.
I would pay to hear that. I would fucking pay to hear that. Okay. Giancarlo, what's happening? Always good to have G in the house. X23. I'll give you one of those. And one of these if you don't speak it. Giz was in chat on Mark's show. What a traitor. I gotta say that. What a traitor. All Day Babe, this week's build was just whatever. And that's kind of what we're going to do from now on, is just send whatever build you're working on. We're not going to put any restrictions on you. If you want to build something crazy, go ahead. If you want to do a round wire bitch build, send that in too. I don't care. We're going to just look at those.
Fuck yeah. It'll vape.
I'm a little low. Okay. We'll pull this microphone close and make a noise while I do that. How about now? Now I'm probably louder.
Can you hear me now?
We're going to complain.
Can you hear me now? You can never please everybody. That's what I've learned doing this.
I like to be a people pleaser. We got 12 people and only 9 likes. I'm sure some people can hit that like button.
Hit that button. Hit that fucking button.
We hit 20 people watching and 20 likes. I'm going to play a short little clip here.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so why don't you tell them, we can play the clip here in a minute, but why don't you tell them what's going on over the door e-liquid this week?
Sure, yeah. So Dawn launched a Hook Me Up sale, and what that's entailing is that if you use the coupon code Hook Me Up on checkout and you order a 120 milliliter bottle, you are going to get a free 30 ml bottle. Now, if you want the same flavor, you don't have to do anything. If you want a different flavor, say you ordering your All Day Vape the 120 mil and you want to try something you haven't had, like you've never had Dark Horse or something like that, put in the special comments, make my 30 mil Dark Horse. Now, it has to be the same nicotine strength. She's not going to mess around with that. And she can't do concentrates right now with that sale. But what she's going to do is a concentrate thing down the road is what I've heard. So, go on over there. It's the Hook Me Up. And, yeah, let's just watch that little clip that I made the other day. And these guys won't see it. So, it's all for you guys out there in chat. There we are, and we are back. If you see that out on Instagram right now, I know you guys can do multitasking. If you see that out there on Instagram, share it, because that's only good for the rest of today until midnight Eastern. So you got 2 hours. Make those sales count before the midnight hour. So Yeti. What's new this week? What's new this week?
Yeah, that's an awesome fucking sale, man.
Yeah. You get 30 free.
Get a 120 of fucking lemon ecstasy and get anything else, and you're gonna be fucking happy. And that's lemon ecstasy, because I want to mention this now. First off, what's up, Donnie? Donnie MFNG in chat. What's happening, brother? But tonight's topic, we've been doing like top 3 liquids, right? So tonight's is lemon flavors, right? Now I want to say right here at the beginning, all of us are probably going to want to put lemon ecstasy as our number 1. So let's just get it out of the way right now. Lemon ecstasy is one of the best lemons on the market, okay? But only one of us can pick it for tonight.
Oh,
that's fucked up.
Well,
okay.
You know
that's
what?
Fucked up.
That's the only lemon I vape. I don't like any other lemon flavors.
Really? Wow.
No.
Okay. So life against it then.
Here's a little disclaimer with that. I don't count lemonades as a lemon flavor, because lemonades are more.
No. I wasn't thinking lemonade.
Straight up lemon flavor. That's the only one I like.
Yeah, it's damn good. It's damn good, man. There's a few though that I like, but we'll get into that here in a minute.
All right.
Other than that, it would be the lemon donut from VSO.
Yeah, lemon donut's good.
That's the only thing I could think of that I've tried and liked.
Okay, we'll just talk about it right now. Let's just get it out of the way. How about lemon tart? Either one of you guys had lemon tart? From Dinner Lady?
No, never tried it.
Oh, you gotta try it. You gotta fucking try it. You weren't impressed by it?
I just don't have it.
I like lemon ecstasy better.
It's tough. It's a tough call for me, I think.
Yeah, it's like there's so many different ones, but
lemon ecstasy is really good. Lemon ecstasy is really good, but lemon tart has something going on there that's also really good. It's got some texture to it that I think is really special. So, does somebody have the stream going in the background?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to fix that. Let me mute
okay.
so you don't hear this.
I can totally hear, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you'll lose all respect for me if you hear what I'm about to say.
Okay, so before anybody says anything, yes, I'm missing a tooth. See? So I'll just tell the story real quick. I had a really fucking terrible dentist visit. So I went to the dentist. I got some, from being an ex-addict, I have a lot of really bad shit going on in my teeth, and just genetically have bad teeth. And so I went, and I'm starting to have a lot of work done. I got a crown done that cost me $900 cash on top of what my insurance paid. My insurance paid like $2,500. I paid $900 cash. Made it rain in the dentist office. But anyway, so I went back, and they were going to pull this one. And actually, they were supposed to pull 3 that day. And I'm going to get this top, like, permanent plate, right? That's going to cost me like $5,000. It's a whole nother thing. But anyways, so I went in to get it done. The guy gets in there, and he's like, I could probably fix one of those teeth instead of pulling it. And I'm like, hell yeah, fucking fix it. And so he did a quick filling, and he's like, yeah, there's no need to pull that tooth. And I'm like, hey, that's awesome. And then he starts to pull this other one, and as soon as he started pulling it, it was like, I was like, wow, there's something wrong here, right? There's too much pressure. And he's like, oh, you can feel it. And I'm like, yeah, I can feel it. And so he gives me more shots, and he starts pulling it, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, there's this feels wrong. And he's like, nah, there's going to be pressure, man. He basically said, like, quit being a pussy. It's going to be pressure. You know, I'm pulling a fucking tooth out of your head. It's pretty medieval. And I'm like, look, I've had teeth pulled. I know what it's supposed to feel like, and this is not what it's supposed to feel like. And so, so it gets down to it. He's fucking just yanking and yanking. And as soon as, like, he's like, there's going to be lots of noise. And I'm like, dude, I'm not a child. I know what it's going to be, right? But all of a sudden I hear this crack. And as soon as it happened, I could just feel the warmness of the blood coming down me, right? And then I look over at the nurse, and it's like from here, right? She's covered, but her eyes just were panic, total panic. And all the fucking color goes out of her skin. And I look over at the dentist, and he's scrambling. I mean, he's like instantly panicked, and he's like, Travis, I don't want you to freak out. You know what do you say? He's like, Travis, stay calm. And I'm like, he's like, it's gonna be okay. And I'm like, if you have to say it's gonna be okay, then it's already not okay. Right? And he's like, okay, so your tooth came out, but you have roots that are still in there, and I'm going to have to extract them surgically. And he's like, he's not set up for this, right? Yeah. And so, you know, my body immediately reacts. I start sweating like crazy. I start hyperventilating. And he's like, you're going into shock. You're going to be okay. And I wanted to yell at him. Like, quit fucking saying I'm going to be okay, because right now I'm not okay. And anyways, he ends up getting them out, the roots and everything. But it turns out that what had happened is that my roots had grown up around my cheekbone right here. And so in the process of extraction, they had actually broken my cheekbone. I'm really lucky that this is not all like black right now, because that's what they basically had said was going to happen. This happened last Tuesday. So it just happened. And so they broke my shit right here, and then I went to the hospital to get imaging done. And the guy basically said, he's like, yeah, it's just a hairline fracture. You know, it's obviously not ideal, but you're going to be fine as long as you don't get punched in the face. And he's like, he's joking saying that, right? Like just don't get punched in the face. And I'm like, easier said than done for me. You know, like, I wish I could say that, yeah, of course I'm not going to punch in the face, but you never know. And so it was really bad. I'm really, really scared of the dentist now. I've never have been my whole life. I've always enjoyed going to the dentist. I'm going to have to change dentist just because the thought of going back to that office gives me anxiety really bad. They fucked me up. And you know what? Thinking back, they had my real high-tech fancy dentist office. They had my x-rays up right above the chair, right where I was like laying like this. And in that picture, man, you could see my cheekbone and you could see that root like superimposed over it. And so I remember thinking like, that does not look good. And he should have saw that, you know? And so pretty fucked up.
Yeah. I have the exact same thing going on with my wisdom teeth. The molars, they grew up in through my sinuses, and there's no way. The only way I could do it would be have maxillofacial surgery. Yeah. Because I got a real bad tooth infection. The whole like 3 of my teeth got infected really, really bad once. And I went through it for 7 days. I went through, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep for 7 days, couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. And finally I just broke down and went to the fucking doctor, because I'm petrified of dentist. And finally I just took all the cash we had and I went down there. I said, cut it out or do whatever you got to do. Get this out of my fucking head. And they shot an x-ray and they said, all your roots have grown up into your sinus cavity. I can't do it. He says, you got to schedule surgery. He said, there's absolutely nothing I can do for you. So he wrote me a script. He wrote me a script for some Lortabs and some antibiotics and sent me on my way because there was nothing he could do. It's tooth issues. I feel for people that have tooth issues because I was cursed with bad teeth. I mean, I've always had like nice teeth, but once they start going bad, you're fucked. Yep. Pretty much. Yep. And I can thank smoking for mine.
Yeah. Yeah, smoking. You know, everything that I did leading up to today has been extremely negative towards my teeth. What's going on, Tommy? I didn't even see you come in. Tommy, Vaping Swag, All Day Vape, all you guys. Hello, Mad Dog. What's happening, brother? Today, if people don't know and you don't follow Mad Dog, today was absolute. What's it called? The really horrible shitty sins on Sundays. The Simply Lovely. Oh fuck! makes me scared of Sundays. Anyways, so everything leading up to this, smoking, doing drugs, and I smoked methamphetamines, which is like you might as well just take a fucking hammer and smash your teeth out.
Might as well, yeah.
Yeah, and so it was just really bad, and I'm paying the price for it now, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with doing the dentist thing, but goddamn, they got to do it right, man. And they should have known this. They should have known from that X-ray alone. They should have known this was going to happen. So.
They should have. Well, now, of course, I haven't seen your X-ray. I've only seen mine. And on mine, it was blatant. I mean, you could clearly tell that the roots were up in the sinus cavity. I mean, it was obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's nothing like a toothache. Here's the thing. Here's my theory. Migraines and toothaches. I've never personally had a migraine, but I can imagine if it's anything like a toothache. When you have pain in your head, it's like close to your brain, and so it just makes it so it's really hard to like complete tasks and think and just like focus on things. I know that for me, that's my experience at least.
Which is weird because there's absolutely zero pain receptors in your brain.
Yeah,
which is kind of ironic.
Yeah, totally.
That's why they do brain surgery while you're conscious.
Yep.
Because they can poke in your brain and you can't feel it.
Yeah,
but
the whole thing with bad teeth is if you have bad teeth as well, anything like an ear infection or a sinus infection could just make that
set it off.
Yeah. Yep. So get it done when you can, man.
I should have. You know what? When I was going to college, I had Medi-Cal, which is basically like the state insurance, and that covers 100% of dental. And it only covers it at the worst butcher shops available, right? But I should have just had it all done while I had the chance. Now I have my work insurance, which pays 80%. And now when I got that, I'm thinking 80%, that's huge. But little did I know that that's still going to make me pay so fucking much money. $900 to save one tooth. I can't even think about it. It just blows my fucking mind. I could have bought a fucking cheap car for $900.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm really red on my screen.
You look fine on mine.
And Panda, you said that you sent me a picture. I didn't get it. So
in Zoom, I look good, but somehow in YouTube Live for some reason right now. Oh, I probably look like lobster red. I was looking at that the other night. I was having.
Oh, really?
Let me pull up the little preview and see. I'll check to see what it looks like. I did. When I checked it earlier, it looked fine. So.
Oh yeah, you do look a little pink.
Oh yeah, you look pink for sure.
Well, I do.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
I am the owner and operator of the Pink List, so that's news. There's a Pink List now, and the Pink List is any company that has the coupon code of Pink Pussy can get on that list.
Holy shit, you look like a fucking lobster, dude. Sorry.
Oh, we're gonna fix that right now. There we go. White balance down. We'll change.
On here, we all look great.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Great. Here,
well, I can fix that. Hang on.
Three good-looking motherfuckers right here.
I'll go to Undertaker mode for.
I don't know about that.
You gotta work it, Yeti. Come on, man.
Now I look like I'm almost half dead.
People would see through.
How's that now?
To hell with them. If they don't like it, they can fucking go watch Mark Fagan's show. Oh, Lord. Gizzard, what up? Yeah, you better fucking come over here, Giz. Life has a little volume. Yeah, we know we've been dealing with it.
Hey.
Not really.
You want me to get up here like this? You want me to get up here like this?
They probably do, yeah.
Fuck it. Let's just
Can we turn it up in Zoom? Can I turn it up?
No, Zoom isn't the thing. It's in OBS. I've got it cranked in OBS. The thing is I have my settings on my EQ, so it doesn't clip on people, and on most shows it's fine. I don't know.
And you know what? And here I'm getting Weston said that I'm louder than everybody else, and I believe that. And I think what it is that my microphone actually gets reset every time I turn my computer off, and so I need to change that right now.
Well, how you answer that is, well, I'm the host of the show, so I should be loud.
No, I should probably turn it down. Actually, it's cranked too. It really is.
Here's what we do. I'm gonna just mute them for a while now, and then I'm the only voice that you can hear. So, how's that? Is that good? And my color's good. They can't talk right now because I have them muted, and it doesn't matter what they say. They can just sit over there and make all the comments that they want. All right, now they can talk again.
So this should be better now. I turned it down to about half of what it was before. I hate when I sound really loud like that. So, what the fuck is a Fagin? He said. Oh Lord.
I answered it.
Oh God.
We'll do that.
It's a backwards nagging. Oh, that's great. Hey, if you guys don't know, go over to Adore E-Liquid. They got Sinful Aperol back. I'm using some of Josh's 6 milligram ones that she sent for my little mouth to lunger here. I needed some more nicotine. If he came on the show, he would know. So
yeah,
maybe he needs to bring his ass on the fucking show every once in a while. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. I'll stop creeping people out with that view.
We need to work on him some more and get his ass on here.
Yeah, I think if people actually sent him some messages and shit saying like, "Hey, we really would like you to be a part of this," I think he would do it. I really do. I think it's just
it's your channel, man. Come on.
He's a shy guy. He really is a pretty shy guy.
I get that. I understand that. I am too. But eventually you come out of that shell.
He just needs to come on because I think that he would actually have a really good time.
I know he would. He would, as soon as he gets the first show out of the way, he'd be like, "Fuck yeah, let's do that again."
Yeah.
Everybody,
it's stressful. It is. It's stressful to do these live shows.
Oh, I know.
Because there's no editing when you say something fucking terrible. And I've had to take shows down before. I've had to apologize to people. I honestly have. It got to a point where I had said so many stupid things on so many shows in a row that like when I was coming on the shows, I would have to be like, okay, just like no matter what you're trying, no matter what your brain wants to say, stop for 10 seconds. Make sure you don't just start blurting shit out. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
I don't care.
The other host of the channel.
A lot of people that are in chat right now probably only watch these Sundays live shows, which is fine. I think there's two different people who watch Overdose Vapes. There's the people who watch these live shows, which is great, and then there's the people who watch the regular content.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say is, I mean, a lot of people, what I've seen, people that are really, really nervous about like their first time doing one of these shows. And then when it's over with, they're like, wow, that was really fun. That wasn't anything like I was expecting it. And then they want to do it again. I know it'll be the same with him. I know it'll be the same.
Yeah, exactly. He'll love it. He'll totally love it. Yeah.
We just got to get his ass in here.
And Josh is in his personality, man, it would work so well in these shows. He's a funny, hilarious, dynamic person, and that's why I've been doing the show with him for fucking like 4 years. So,
all right. So, question is does Josh like building?
You know what? Josh actually taught me a lot about building, but nowadays he's not really super into it. He kind of just got to a point where he was like, I can build the things that I want to build, and he's like that with hardware a lot. He's a super juice nut. He fucking is crazy about juice. He always wants to have the newest juices and the latest flavors. But with hardware, it's like as long as he has something that he feels is functional, he's not like crazy about getting the newest things. Which that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, if he was builder side, we could just have him with the top down view. He could position his camera so it's just showing him working on a coil or something, and then he could be talking into a microphone, and that way he can gradually work into it. And then when he feels good putting his face up on live, then it'd be good.
Fuck, that makes me want to do that. Let's just do that for me. Right?
Just switch to just switch to a down low camera. Yep.
Yeah. Ding. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. My phone. And I'm not saying that a lot of you guys don't watch all the content, because I'm sure a lot of you guys do. So, okay. You know what? I don't have my list with me of things that I wanted to talk about, but that's all right. We'll just freeball it tonight. Right. What are you guys vaping on? We haven't even got to that part yet. What's everybody vaping on? I got some interesting shit to talk about.
I'm vaping on some of that. And in a purple Dead Rabbit.
I like that one.
1111.
Nice.
And since we're going with a purple theme, I got some purple cheesecake. That Mama-san.
Mama-san.
Oh, it's good. It's savory and sweet at the same time.
Yeah, that's
and
just
that's on a purple Druga on the XXX.
Yeah, you really are purpled out today.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've been digging that purple.
You know what's interesting about that? One second. Purple is actually the color of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which starts next month. So you're ready to go for it.
Good. And then we got the Sherman, and in there is Simple Apple Roll.
Update. Dimitri's still talking.
Imagine that.
Thank you, Church. The motherfucker likes to talk. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
He's got good stuff to say. You just don't confine him to a 2-hour period. It's not going to work.
No doubt. Dimitri's live streams. I used to before I started doing content. Me and Lifer were talking about this before we started. I'll let you finish, bro. I'm gonna let you finish. Just hold on a second. Okay. Before we started the show, we were talking about how we used to really love a lot of YouTube vaping content, but once you start making it, you start to look at things a lot differently, and so you don't watch it as much. I used to love to watch Dimitri's live shows, like where he would just do these random streams where he would get some new product from China and he would sit on his front porch and fucking dick around with it. I used to love that shit, but he could literally sit and talk for 3 hours about an all-in-one system from China.
Yeah.
So I could never watch that anymore. I would fucking kill myself. So
Church has got a great idea. We can lock Dimitri and Thesis in a room and just let him talk for a week.
Okay,
but no, that's what I'm vaping on. I got 3 devices. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of e-liquid to review. I got that Mayhem vapor line. That's coming out this coming week. I got all the video cut. I just need to edit it. But just been hanging out, having a good time this weekend. I went to this is breaking news. I almost had a Yeti burger, but I decided against that because I don't want to eat my friend. Plus it had a bun. It had a bun. There's a new place locally here that opened up called Sasquatch Jack's, and I didn't get a good picture of it, but right by our table has one of those signs. I think Travis is familiar with them. They have them down the San Diego area, where the yellow sign with the whole family running across the road.
Yeah.
They had that, but the entire family was Bigfoot.
Squatches.
Sasquatch. Yeah, it was great. The whole place is themed like that. They have little lights at each booth that have a forest, and you can buy those at Home Depot and Lowe's. But they went and took paint and painted a Yeti or a Sasquatch walking through.
That's awesome.
Now, what Life is talking about that you guys might not know if you're not from California is that in certain places in Southern California, where border crossings are very common, is that a lot of times we'll have signs that say be careful. There's people, whole families of people that might be running across the freeway right here trying to get into America, and so it's kind of a joke around, in parts of Southern California. So not me. I'm a fucking liberal. I'm come on in, guys. Sign the kids up on fucking food stamps. I'm okay with it.
No, just saying something. They got those. I can't remember what they're called. Arizona. Anyways, there's some assholes that run around and they get all their guns and shit and patrol the border, on their own.
There are private citizens who patrol the border, and these people are not the kind of people that I would want to have a beer with because they seem like they're very negative people. But everybody.
Yeah, I saw a special about them the other day.
So. That's fucking dangerous. I mean, here's the thing.
Shut my mouth.
Yeah, let's not go here, but that is dangerous because of cartels and stuff. So, everybody has to do what they have to do. I have to sit here in Ukiah and fucking just vape.
Yeah, but you live on the cool side of California, though. The north side.
Yeah. And here's the thing: is that I grew up. To me, I have a different take on it, okay? Because I grew up in a community that has a lot of Latino people, and so I just grew up around them and with them, and dated, Mexican girls, and went to, quinceañeras, and to me it's normal, and to me it's part of life. And so I don't look at it as being a problem. And so when I hear like them talking on the news about it being this huge problem, it's just not my reality, because the people that I know work hard and basically make my community exist, because we have a huge wine community or huge wine industry where I live. And without people coming here to do seasonal labor, we wouldn't exist. And so to me, it's a whole different thing, so. Okay. We want to party with them. I have partied with them. So anyways. Okay. Nikolai, what's up? That's weird. It's weird that you're here, Nikolai, but good. Glad to see you. Anyways. So, hold on one second. Okay, you guys talk amongst yourself. I gotta let somebody in the house.
As we're talking, never mind.
So yeah, they had a Yeti burger.
That's cool.
It was kind of neat.
Yeah,
but I went for the 1 pound meatloaf. It was meatloaf with like portobello gravy and they had butter, bacon, green beans. It was great. But yeah, and he's back.
Fucking Jehovah's Witnesses. That's the real fucking problem. No,
are you serious?
No, I wasn't.
You should have invited them in. Let's make this a really interesting show. I'd love to go round and around with Jehovah's Witnesses again. They won't come back around for some reason. I don't know why. They just stopped coming by.
I learned a lesson a long time ago, is that if Catholics knock on your door, you say that you're a Jehovah's Witness, and if the Jehovah's Witnesses knock on the door, you tell them you're a Catholic. And because for some reason those two groups of people hate each other, so it seems to have worked for me, because I get neither one of them coming by my house. Anyways, okay, so life is done with what he's vaping. I'm going to get into what I've been vaping. So, Inikin, right? So they've just released this new RDA that I really, really fucking want to try. And so they usually send us anything new, like right away. And I've seen DGLSB did a video on it. I didn't watch it, but I saw that he had uploaded it. Grim Green had a video on it. I didn't watch it, but I saw that he had uploaded it. And so I'm like, where the fuck is mine, right? And so I sent a message to my contact at Inikin, and I'm like, so you do I need to send you guys some money? I mean, how can I make this go faster, right? And so I get a call the other day, and Missy's like, Inikin package showed up, but they need $34, and I was at work, so I couldn't bring it. And so the guy came back the next day and had this big package, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is the atomizers, right? And it's not. It's these fucking all-in-one kits. And I'm like, man, we've already done all these and shit. So not this one in particular. So it's cool, and I'm not ungrateful. I like to do anything I can review is nice. But they weren't no RDAs, and so I don't know if there's another package coming. I'm not sure. But God, I really want to try.
That delivered it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had to pay the $34 because
$34.
Open it up at customs.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. And which I don't mind. I honestly don't mind doing it, and it doesn't bother me to pay for stuff to review. It really doesn't. I do this because I like to review and I like to inform consumers. I don't do it 100% because I want free shit.
Exactly.
Okay, so I've been vaping on this with the 6 milligram Sinful Apple Roll. When I need a little bit of nicotine, I throw some in there and fuck around with it. I've been fucking with this Battle Master, man. This thing is fucking awesome. This is one of the coolest stack mods I've ever seen. My dad's like, it looks like they put 3 different mods together. And I'm like, it kind of is what they did to it. So, and it gets super rowdy, and I love that. And in here I have this really interesting juice from Vape Wild, right? It's called Amaze Balls, and it's a corn pop cereal, like corn puffs or whatever it's called. Just Pops, I think is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
And it tastes fucking identical to Pops. Identical. And so I love Pops, and I love simple vapes like that, and this is really good. But they only sent a 10 milligram bottle, or 10 milliliter bottle, not 10 milligram. I've been really, really enjoying this emergency vape stash that I got from Yeti's friend, or Yeti, the Fruit People. What's the name of that company?
MyVapeBar.com.
MyVapeBar.com, yeah. So this is the strawberry milk, and usually this is my favorite ones out of lines. This is actually probably one of my least favorite ones. It's still really good, but when you have something like this vanilla custard, look how much I've already vaped. I just got this. This vanilla custard is fucking unreal. How good this is. It's special. It's really special.
I'm gonna have to get
and
some.
then you got to get some, dude. And then this blueberry cheesecake, I just started vaping it, but that's really, really good too. And even the blue raz is good. It really is. I'm not crazy about it, but it is good.
That's one I'm going to try. That one in the slush.
Yeah, definitely. And the fruit ones, the ones that Yeti usually vapes, like the Simply E fruit, fucking unreal how good they are. They really, really are so good, man. What else? So I made some more White Girl. This is the last. I made 1,000 mils 2 weeks ago. This is all I have left. Is this 120 mil bottle? I really go through this shit. This is the new version, yeah. And look at that color on that. It's fucking gorgeous. Love it.
PP.
You're not hydrated enough.
No, I know. I tell people, like when people get it, because I actually sent out some to people before it was ready. Because I think right now, after about 2 to 3 weeks is when it's like ready to vape. And it could probably actually even sit for another couple more weeks to really, really get where it needs to be. But I tell people, like, I send it to them and I say, don't vape it yet. Wait until the color turns like Rockstar. When it gets like a neon yellow color, that's when it's perfect. Mm-hmm. That's when you really, really want to dig into it. And so I also made a 10 milligram version of White Girl, and that shit looks dark for my little mouth to lung thing here. This is the old E-Leaf Limo Drop single coil, back before they knew how to make decks for tanks. The deck on this tank is a joke. It's like a fucking K-Fun deck almost. It's fucking pathetic. I'm almost out of my BCB raspberry cake. I got very, very little left. That's a sad day. I've been trying to like hold off on that, and I've been vaping that in my dead rabbit that I got from Panda, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So Panda and Paul sent me this, and I love this device, except for it just needs a little bit more airflow, just a little bit more. These little fins that are in here in the airflow slots kind of hold it back just a little bit. If they were just like tilted just a little bit more, I think it would be leagues better. And I got that on the Sub-Zero X. If anybody wants to give me a gift, get me a Sub-Zero X sleeve, man. I need something different for this. I'm starting to get a little bored with it.
Those stab sleeves are awesome. Sorry about that.
They have nice stabwood ones. They have, all the ones they have right now. I've seen some really, really gorgeous fucking ones. And then I got my Dimitri clone, and ever since I got it, man, I've just been holding on to it like crazy. I love these fucking things. If I was gonna spend a lot of money on a box, I would hunt down one of these Authentics. But I think now, if you could even find them, which I doubt you could even find them anymore. This is like, the Authentics are like 5 years old at this point. If you could even find one, it would probably cost $600, I think. But I don't think you could find it. So.
It's a parallel box, isn't it?
Parallel, detonator style. It's literally the Authentics are just crafted out of a single billet of aluminum. They're just gorgeous. There's no moving parts except for the switch. I just love them. I love them. I had one a long time ago, and I've told the story 100,000 times. I lost it at ECC in 2015. I sat it down at the Enjoy. Had the artist collection out at the time, which is like their premium brand of liquid, but they had some good flavors. And so I was talking to the guy about the contact that I had with the guy at Enjoy. It was a really, really nice guy. I sat this down, not this one, but one like it, at his table, walked away like 2 feet, turned around, it was already gone. So that's when he hooked me up with the SX Mini M-Class mod, which is way nicer, and a Kennedy 22, original Kennedy 22. And when he gave it to me, I literally had no fucking idea what it was. And so I took it home, and I'm like, how does the airflow work on this thing? Because it was like the first one I saw that had the underneath. I'm getting ready to drill holes in it and shit. And somebody's like, no, don't. What are you doing? That thing's fucking worth like $100. And I'm like, what? I ended up giving that away to Brandy, who was part of the group a long time ago. She's not anymore. She left us. But she did drill holes in it. I sent it to her, right? And then I get a picture like a couple days later, and she's like, I drilled some holes in the side. I'm like, oh, no, what did you do? Oh, God.
She knows what she likes. So.
But that's what I've been vaping. So, yeah, Amaze Balls. Any of these emergency vape stashes are great. And White Girl and Big Cheap Bottles, baby. Look at him. You look stoned, Chihuahua.
I was putting her to sleep.
Hey, Chihuahua.
There.
Sleep. Okay, I gotta get chat back going.
What, Dad? What?
Oh, I just saw something. It totally reminded me of something else I've been vaping is the VSO line. I actually posted pictures on Instagram. I've been vaping that chocolate donut like crazy. If you guys don't know, go to Vaping Swag's shop. I have a review up. You can go look in the channel and you can find the link. And you can just Google fucking Vaping Swag and go to a shop. And any of those donut juices are really, really good. Or any of the breakfast, just any of the fucking juices are great.
Any of them.
But I really recommend, in my opinion, the strawberry lines. Any of the strawberry juices are really special, man, because he extracts his own strawberry flavorings from strawberries that he grows, and you can really, really tell. So
yeah,
same with the blueberries.
I like his blueberries. Oh, his blueberries are good.
I think any of them are good.
Any of them, honestly. The lemon ones, the lemon donuts, fucking unreal. Yeah.
And my favorite out of that whole VSO breakfast, it's changed. It used to be the lemon, but now with that chocolate. After I vaped 3 30ml bottles of that chocolate all in like probably a week, that's one of my favorites.
The chocolate's unreal. It's one of the best chocolates I've ever had. Honestly, it is. It's one of the best. All right. You know, we have a lot of moderators in here, but that's okay. Randall, I'm really glad you made it, man. You know, a lot of people don't get to watch these shows live, and so they always watch the replays. And so it's always fun when they can come and take part in this. And if you guys have not hit the like button yet, go hit the like button so we can get a little bit more exposure. John Mueller, what's happening, dude? John Mueller's been with us for a long time. A lot of these people that we see here every Sunday, are great people, and it's great that they come in and hang out with us on Sundays. But these people have also been just with OverDose Vapes as a channel for years now, like literally years. People like Gizzards too started out just as somebody who watched the show and has become a part of this show, over the years. And so, I mean, literally years, and that's special to me. And it's special that all you guys get to come and hang out with us. I love it.
Exactly.
Clean, what's going on, dude? Dude. You can't tell I'm from California, dude. Bro, hella. Jack and Blue is good. I do like Jack and Blue. I don't want to admit it, but I do like it.
Well, it's Swag's blueberries, so it's hard not to like Swag's blueberries.
Yeah, it's true. Juan. We got both Juans in here tonight. What's happening, everybody? Yep. We got Juan Castillo and Juan Loza. What's happening? No, Juan, you're the man. Thank you, though. Appreciate that. Amy, what's happening? Dripperoo. Okay. I get lost in the chat sometimes. Okay, so I want to talk about some lemon ones. These guys only have one lemon that they like, which is lemon ecstasy, which is, hey, don't get me wrong. And Dawn has made something very, very special in lemon ecstasy. And if you guys haven't had a chance to try lemon ecstasy, I really, really recommend that you go check out their sale that they're having this weekend at Adore and either get the 30 mil, that gets something that you guys know you like hazy custard or strawberry submission, something that's a tried and true that you know you're going to like, and then get that little free 30 mil of lemon ecstasy. But if I was you and you think there's even a chance that you're going to like the lemon ecstasy, I would just get a 120 of it because it's that good. Yep. You're going to go through it so fucking fast, man. Honestly, you're going to go through it so fast.
You're going to wish you did.
We got it. We got our juice when she sent it out for review, and it was like, I've never gone through even an Adore e-liquid juice that fast. It was like one day gone. So it's good. It's that good. It really is.
That's why I get it in concentrate. I gotta have big old bottles.
I have a 30 ml concentrate bottle that I'm kind of waiting to make.
It actually had this bottle. Oh, that's a 32 ouncer. That's 32.
How many mils is that? 1,000?
I'm American. I'm dumb on the whole milliliters thing. So, it took, I think,
I like that
5 bottles of concentrate. Something like that.
I love those big bottles like that, man.
Oh. I got that one, and then I got another one to hold my BG. It's just easy to squeeze out of that big thing.
Oh, dude, totally. I have one. I have a big, like a 2-liter bottle that I put my BG in that has like a little pour spout.
Yep.
Because trying to fucking dump it out of that gallon jug is a bitch.
I wanted to show Kenny something.
Okay.
Kenny B. He's a big fan of this one. I wanted to show him the steep on this bottle.
Damn, that shit looks dark.
See, yours is dark.
This is just about ready to vape.
I still haven't even tried that shit. I feel like so left out whenever you guys are talking about it.
Mine's clear because it does not have any nicotine in it. There's no nicotine in that.
You don't vape nicotine?
No. Here's the cool thing: is he was going to the new labels, and this is the old label. But he was going to the new labels, and he had just a crap load of zero nic, and he was selling all the 60 mils with the zero nic for $5 a bottle on a group buy. And I bought like 10 bottles of the Dis One and 2 bottles of the Dis One funnel cake. I'm like, I got Nick. I'll nick it up myself. But sometimes that's just nice to vape some zero for a while. Kind of put a reset.
Yeah. I feel like a fucking pretender when I'm vaping zero. I do. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm fucking wasting my time. Almost 1,000 mils. Matt Williams said that's almost 1,000 mils.
Okay.
It looked about like my 1,000 mil bottle that I have.
All I know is it's bigger than my head. So
yeah.
There you go.
Not mine. I have a giant fucking dome, but it's all right. And then, if you want to impress people at a vape shop and they walk in, they're buying their little 30 mil bottles, you bust out your 1,000 mil bottle, fucking thump it on the fucking
down
table.
next to them.
Hell yeah. That's how you get attention at the vape shop.
Well, see, that's like one of these things. It's a 120. I'm not even used to these little bitty bastards. I'm used
feels
to
small.
The big bottle.
Yeah.
I'm used to my ketchup bottle that I carry. I take that thing with me. This thing's weird carrying around.
I usually transfer to the 250 mil bottles that I ordered. I walk in to the shop also with my own key lime, and I put it down, and I'll let anybody try it. So they try it, and they're like, "Ooh, where can I get that?" Well, you can't.
You can't.
But if you go out to my recipe page, you can make it yourself.
I'm thinking about putting mine out, both of my recipes out onto the recipe site. Because I have them on there already, but it's private. Because part of me thinks since they kind of moved back to deeming regs for a couple of years, that maybe I'll try to release Cobra Cake and White Girl as a commercial product. But then another part of me goes like, what the fuck? Why would I do that? And maybe I'll just put it out there for free and let people kind of make it themselves. But then I'm afraid that people will use different flavorings and subpar nicotine and subpar fucking VG, and then they're gonna come at me and go, "The fucking shit wasn't any good." And it's like, yeah, but it's your fault, not my fault, So, I don't know. I'm so weird about it.
Ray, what was the funnel cake that Dean did?
Dis One funnel cake.
Yeah, it's Dis One funnel cake. Okay, that's
the last time I bought it. It's Dis One funnel cake. There was talk that before it was called Dis One funnel cake, it was called Dis One 2.
Yeah. Is funnel cake still available?
I believe it is.
Okay.
You can either go to both coilvapes.com and Cobalt Vapes does work.
Yeah.
Coil Vapes website does actually allow you to order again.
So, Amy, that's the one that I was talking about. You need to go get at coilvapes.com. It's Dis One funnel cake. That's the one you need to try because the cinnamon is not pungent in that at all.
No, most funnel cakes that I've ever had were really disappointing. I mean, honestly, maybe they're good for a minute, but then over the long term, they get to be a little too sweet, or seems to be a tough flavor. I don't know. Yeah. HG lawn maintenance. Yeah, no, I haven't seen him today.
He's probably out mowing in his underwear.
He probably is. He's probably maintaining lawns in high definition.
Yep.
Yes, it is definitely called Dis One funnel cake on their site. So, 60 ml bottle, $23.99.
And it is damn sure good.
I like it.
Because I still have some of the old line, the original Coil Vapes line. I still have some of those. I'm still vaping on them, like the Campfire Peach. Some of them that's not on the line now.
Yeah.
You know, there's a Candy Shop.
That Grasshopper just waiting for me to get sick.
Yeah. Candy Shop was one of my favorite ones. I love that one.
Yeah. And he said, watch his site. He may pop up some of those and rotate them through. They may be available for a special time or something like that. So, good guy too. Dean's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, I can't wait to see him in Dallas.
Yeah, I was helping him out with his little green screen over there, and the pictures that he was posting up of him going with the giant bottle of Dis One beside him, hilarious. So,
Snap out of it, Travis.
Sorry, getting really, really important emails or messages. Sorry. honest to God, important. So sorry, I wouldn't leave you guys hanging if it wasn't important. You guys are my favorite turds. I would never shit you. All right. We got everybody in the house. I guess it's good that Dimitri is still talking because we got all kinds of people coming in the show. Zach Vapes, what's happening?
There you go.
I guess that's it. No, I'm just joking. So we were talking about big bottles and like what we use to actually dispense them, because you're not actually going to walk around with a 1,000 ml bottle and dumping that shit on your dripper. But what I have is one of these UCAN 2s, and this only holds, I think it's 30 mils, 60 mils, something like that. So it's not a ton, but it's stainless steel, and I can fucking throw this at a car. I can throw it at a cop. Doesn't matter what I throw it at. I can pick it up and I can still dispense juice with it, which I love. And so, I'm always on the road. I do a lot of, if you guys don't know, what I do for a living is I do prevention education for a domestic violence crisis center. So I'm like on the road all the time, going to different schools and different organizations and casinos and this and that. And so a lot of times that's, I need something that's durable that I can just kind of throw in the fucking car. Well, juice flew out of it. And this really hits the nail on the head for that. And it's, spring loaded, and it has even a locking feature. It's like a little mod almost, which I love. And so I definitely rock this thing all the time, and it works great. And something about stainless steel, the inertness of stainless steel, it doesn't react to the juice like plastic a lot of times. I can taste plastic. If a juice sits in a plastic bottle for too long, I get a vibe from that. And so for me, glass is like the number one ideal choice, but a close second is definitely stainless steel. So,
yep.
Nice. I've used the Easy Drippers too.
Easy Drippers are good
on the road. Those are great. I'd
like to have one of those.
I work from home, so having big bottles sitting around my desk isn't a bad thing.
God, that's my dream is to work from home.
Same here.
Love that.
What? Work from home? Yeah. That's my dream.
Okay. Where was I going? I don't know. I lost my mind.
Well, you said like lemon vapes, like you like just pure lemon flavor in some VG, and that's all you like.
No, not at all. My favorite lemon flavors. So the flavor that I make is a creamy lemon pound cake. Now, what made me go for that flavor is that Josh. So I made White Girl as kind of like what I've always wanted, right? Which is like a strawberry cream that's got like something substantial to it, but still light and accessible, and something that even a new person can vape and get something from, but also somebody who's experienced can vape and say, hey, I get a lot of nuance from that. And so that's what I've always like. I got an original recipe from a company that is now defunct, that's no longer operational, and it was like my favorite juice of all time when I first started. And so I took that recipe that he gave me and I did a lot of different things to it, changed the flavorings, changed, what companies are supplying the flavorings, blah, 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 blah. Did a lot of different shit to that. And so I've got it now where it's perfect for me. And so, but Josh is not the same flavor profile as I am. He likes lemon pound cake, but I wanted to make a special lemon pound cake, something that's really differentiates itself from other pound cakes. And so I was looking at a lot of places like Glass makes a really good lemon pound cake. I think it's just called lemon pound cake. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's just pound cake.
It's just I think it's just pound cake, and it's fucking good. And so I like that a lot. I just like that vibe of like a really substantial cakey flavor with some lemon kind of baked into it. And so the one I make has a little bit more lemon, which I think is important, and lots of cream, and not just like one cream flavor, but I actually pulled from a few different creams and a couple custards. And so it's really, really heavy with cream. It's really, really heavy with cake, and it's got more lemon than average. And I fucking love it. And it took a while to ripen, but once it did, man, everybody really seems to have liked it. There's only been a couple people that I've let try it, like Rosa Pooney, who's not here tonight. Rosa, you're in big fucking trouble when you watch this. Watch the replay of this. You're in big trouble. She actually got to try it. I sent her a bottle I just had randomly sitting around, and she was crazy about it. And so I'm really excited about that. And I want more people to try it. It's just like when I'm making juice, because juice isn't free to make. And even though it is a lot cheaper to make juice, at 1,000 mils at a time, it still costed me probably about, I don't know. I spend about $50. I spend about $50 every time I buy flavorings and nicotine and VG. And if I have to buy VG, nicotine, and flavorings, I'm spending a little bit more than $50. I'm probably spending about $75 to $100. And then I can make, a few thousand mils out of it. But, so Pound It from Food Fighter is really good too. Kenny B just brought that up. I really like that shit too. That's really good. I think they make a really good, solid product. Now, there's a lot of products like that. So one of my favorites is definitely Glass's Pound Cake. I think is a really good lemon flavor. Dinner Ladies Lemon Tart is probably my favorite, just because it has a lot of elements that I think are desirable for a vape. But, the newest flavor that I've had that I thought was really incredible was obviously Lemon Ecstasy from Adore. And she has something very, very special there. And if you haven't had a chance, man, you got to go check it out. You got to check it out. It is a lemon pudding, and it's just unreal, and it's fucking delicious,
It's made right.
It's made right. It's made goddamn right. And that's the thing is that Dawn, man, she just knows what she's doing, and it really makes a difference. When I'm dicking around, for every 10 flavors that I have tried to make, I might make one good flavor. It's like every time Dawn makes something, it's fucking good. And so, some people just have that touch, and a little sprinkle that touch on there, and she's definitely got it.
Yeah, and she is on the pink list.
Better than being on the black list, I guess.
Thank you, Pooh Bear. I totally forgot Leviathan. There's one we haven't named.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't believe that.
That's got the limoncello. That's a whole nother thing, dude. Which is it's so good, dude. Yeah. Oh god, I totally forgot about that.
I need to go break that out. I haven't baked that in a long time.
I sucked that dry. Hold on one second, guys.
I've got a little bit in there.
Yeah, I got the skulls back there.
Yep.
You
I need to go crack that out.
You get so much stuff going through, Yeah.
I can't believe that. Sorry, Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear.
Yeah, I can't believe that we didn't fucking mention that. I guess it's just been because I haven't had it in a while. Send some more out to me, G, and I'll fucking talk about it all the time.
All right.
Well, here, Travis, should we help you out?
It's
OmageddonEliquid.com. There
you go. And Clean as Fuck Coils, the sale is only going till midnight tonight. We announced it last night. It was a weekend sale, and that when you use the coupon code Hook Me Up, you are getting the 10% off your order on top of that 30 mil. So that's what the prices I'm putting out in chat all the time is 120 mil with shipping, shipped to your door, $39.19, and you get that extra 30 mil. And little trade secret, we all know those bottles aren't 120 mils. There's extra in there besides 120 mils.
Yep. 150.
150. That's what, that's another thing, is that she could fucking say, hey, look, these aren't, I'm selling 150s and shit. She's so like humble, and she's so cool about the way that she does business. It's not like she's super braggadocious and shit, and she doesn't have to be, because word of mouth has worked really well for her, and people just know that when they're fucking around with that, they're getting a good quality product, and that's
it's that, and I think the liquids speak for themselves. I mean, not only is she an awesome person, she does everything for our community. I mean, so much shit that y'all don't even know about.
Yeah.
But it's not even about that. Even if you just look at the liquid, just the liquid alone, the liquid sells itself.
That's 100% what I'm saying, is that you don't even have to know anything about the company. But then the word of mouth about that juice, about her liquids, really go above and beyond, and people just know that that's a good. You can mention it to people who don't even know who Don is, and they're like, "Yeah, that's Adore's a good product," you know. So
that's like anytime there's a new one coming out, I don't even waste the time with, I'll try a 30 mil and go from there. I either get if it only comes in the pre-made, I'll just get a 120 right off the bat, or get the concentrates without trying it, because I know I'm going to fucking like it. I know I am. She's not made one that I didn't like.
We're so fucking blessed in our community, our small community of people. I mean, like right now in chat, and Dawn's watching. She's not commenting, but she's watching. And so we have Dawn, Giancarlo, and Swag. And all three of those people, not only are they good people, but they all make great fucking liquids, man. And we're really in a really unique position in our small community to be surrounded by some of the most caring and talented juice artists in the business. And so, count you guys, count your blessings, and just when you're shopping for your next bottle of juice, remember these people. All right.
Yep.
Definitely.
Don't forget West End.
West End.
No.
I'm going to be trying some of West End's liquids soon, and so I'll be excited to do that. Definitely.
Oops.
Oh, and then I forgot to say that the winner of the Smacks Pony on Acid, I just haven't had the money to send out your prize yet, but it's definitely coming. I get paid on Wednesday. It's going out. So,
nice. All
right. You guys want to get into some coils?
Yeah.
Why not, right?
I guess.
If I have to. I'm going to move some shit around on my screen real quick. No.
I thought you were giving me coils you were working on this week.
No.
I seen some pictures. I want those coils.
Yeah, I'm making some fucking coils, dude. No problem. Honestly. I'll make coils all damn day. I used to love making coils a lot more than I do now, though. That's for sure.
Me too.
Okay.
Well, I'll just keep my mouth shut.
There we go. Remember, this is live.
Really stoked.
And I totally was gonna steal some pictures off of Instagram and send them in, and you guys like,
hey,
what?
that's an old Gizzard Stew trick, man. He's tried that shit before. All right, hold on. Share screen here. Desktop 1. Share that screen. Okay. So, can chat see my desktop screen?
They should. I see it.
Okay, good. Okay, first off, let me show you my background here. Warning, too much intimacy. I love that shit.
We see your
not the
Facebook
and
your
dude.
Yeah.
That's all right. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Never mind.
Just a second.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Hold on.
Let me try something here.
I'm on the wrong one. Hold on a second.
Snap out of it, Travis.
Okay, I was on the wrong one. Desktop 2. There we go. Now you can see the one I want you guys to see, I think.
Let me make sure.
There you go.
I'm going to have to fucking erase this video if everybody saw my fucking Facebook chats.
No, just a second here. Yeah, let me adjust this a little bit.
Okay. So everybody should be seeing my regular desktop and not my second screen desktop.
They will in a second here.
So, okay, good. So maybe they didn't see the first one?
Because I zoom in for the actual size of Zoom, so nobody can see like chat and stuff going on. So
okay,
they only see like the top of the YouTube chat.
Okay, good.
So
good.
Yeah, you can start presenting. I got it.
I got private shit going on. I don't want people to see.
Right now they can see your entire screen of that one.
Good. Okay, good. Okay, let me get my coils up here and running.
Not the porn.
No, definitely not the porn. Okay, here we go.
Porn is
so here's the coils. Not for YouTube. I'm already demonetized like 99% of the shit, so. You know what I figured out though is that it says, okay, so it's everybody's like super worried about being demonetized, right? And what it says is not suitable for all advertisers.
Yeah.
Which is fine because what they advertise on my channel now is rehabs and beer. I get tons of like Coors Light commercials and tons of like, are you sick and tired of being sick and tired commercials, which I'm okay with. You know, cause I guess it's because we say our name is OverDose, and so they kind of it's all run by computers and shit. And so they're like, oh, OverDose. Then we're gonna put up fucking rehab ads for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody wanted to know about a good. I saw it in the chat. So about a good fucking
strawberry.
Check out vapingswag.com. He's got try strawberry donut. Is a great strawberry flavor, and also Red, which is a great strawberry cereal. Probably the favorite cereal that I've ever had, actually.
Just
strawberry submission. Yeah, I did. Strawberry submission from Adore is a great flavor. That's a great kind of more traditional, what you might think of as just a strawberry flavor as well. Not really, but you know. Yeah, no, there's definitely anime for sure. But not anime porn. It wasn't like porno anime. Okay, good.
Okay, well, there's the coils. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no. Okay, there we go. I'm actually going to look at them. So here's the first set from Clean. So Clean, as you guys know, if you don't know, you can check out Clean_AF_coils on Instagram for some immaculate builds. He sent me this. He's just like you, yet he's like, oh, here's just something, you know, it's not great, but here's just something I can throw up. It's like this fucking great Inception build that I could never even fucking dream about making. So, and just a great picture in general. I mean, really well done. Very nice edit. All right. Another picture.
Plus some awesome photo editing as well.
Exactly. The edit alone on this, like the way that it's like translucent top cap right there. Love that picture.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
And then this is just a more traditional picture of the coil. I love that picture. Anytime that it's like you get that effect where something's in focus closer and then out of focus, I just love that effect and shit. There's a name for it.
Yeah,
like bloom or something, I think.
If you look real close at the alien in the foreground, they go together. You know, like from each wrap to each wrap, it looks like they go perfectly together. That's all.
They all line up and shit.
Yeah.
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 That's a trip. I didn't notice that until right now.
It's a hell of a build, Freddie.
It's a really good build, yeah. And then the last picture from Clean. And this one's got the foreground out of focus and the background in focus. He's so great, man. And he's fucking around more and more with these editing stuff, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Definitely go check him out on Instagram. He uploads pretty frequently, and it's just good stuff. So, okay. Now we got some from Panda. This is our first time uploading anything to the show for this coil showcase, and this is 2 pieces of Clapton wire twisted together, which I think is always looks good, and this build in particular I think looks really nice. Lots of colors on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. It looks like a dead rabbit.
It is a dead rabbit. Yeah. Yeah, she's the one. Her and her boyfriend, or fiance, are the ones who sent me my dead rabbit because they love their dead rabbit so much. And then there's another picture of the same build without the cotton.
Check out that resistance.
I know. That's about how I like mine. So
that's big Lulo right there.
Yeah. she messaged me and she's like, she goes, I think it's too low. My ohm reader won't even read it. And I'm like, you use an ohm reader? I just throw it right on the Meg mod. Fuck it. I like to live dangerous.
Looks good, Panda.
It's a nice gorgeous build. It's a gorgeous build. It really is. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I bet the ramp up time on that motherfucker would be intense, though. Okay, so here's some ugly pictures from Travis. I gotta get a different lens for my goddamn phone or something, dude. Because on my phone this looks fine, but then when I blow it up to a bigger screen, it's always blurry, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
So anyways, what this is I was trying something new, and I don't know that I've seen people do this before. But what I did was I was doing a Clapton, single core Clapton, but I took 2 pieces of wire. Right, I took a piece of round wire and a piece of ribbon wire, and held those in my fucking hand. And while I was Claptoning them both at the same time. And so what ended up happening is you see the stagger effect where you have a piece of round wire, then a piece of flat wire, piece of flat wire, piece of round wire. And that just kind of happened while I was doing it. Because I had the 2 pieces of wire, in parallel. And so while it was Claptoning, it was just kind of doing this on its own. And I think it came out really, really well. I really, really was happy with the results. I put it in my Dead Rabbit. I have it in here right now. Here's a barrel shot. Here it is before it was actually installed. Now, when I had just the sticks before I wrapped it, when you moved it in the light, because there's 2 different wires there, it was like a hologram effect. Like, it looked so fucking weird, and I couldn't capture that look on a camera. It just didn't work. And so, but it was such an interesting look. I wish I would have gone fused, because using a single core, it kind of made it to where the Claptons weren't really held tight, and it wanted to slip off while I was wrapping it. And so it's a little bit looser than I would like, post wrap. So next time I try this, I'm definitely going to go fused Clapton with the dual cores, because I think it's a great build, and it's tons of flavor, and it has, so many little pockets for that juice to hide in. There's a picture of kind of the effect. Now, where you see the spaces in between the round wire, that is not these pieces right here aren't that's not the core. That is actually ribbon wire going around the core as well. So
I think that would look cool with if you did a triple core as well.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even think it was going to work. I thought it was just going to kind of like bind up, but it actually did stack itself like pretty damn well. And so anybody who wants to try it, you're more than welcome to improve on that idea. I just don't know that I've personally seen anybody do that, but I'm sure they have. It's really hard to get anything original nowadays. But there's a glow shot of it, and one more shot. That's even worse. Okay. So that was this week what I did for the show, but I also have some from last week, because we didn't get to show last week's builds. And so this is a barrel shot of the build I did last week. I think this is the picture that came out. No, I'll explain what it is here when I find the picture I want to show.
Nice and close.
There it is. Okay, so what it is, I took 2 pieces of wire, and I made 1 piece of tiger wire and 1 piece of twisted wire, and then I twisted those wires together. And so what ended up happening was like this mishmash. Kind of looks like almost looks like a berry vine or something, like a blackberry vine or something. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's very shiny, and tons of flavor, tons and tons of flavor, and actually not that low ohm, because I think it's 26 gauge Canthal cores. And so, I think it was about 0.09 or something like that. It wasn't that bad. I know that's really low. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. But for me, it wasn't that low. So so here's some ones that Yeti sent in. Gorgeous, of course. So what do you got going on here?
That's just a Staggerton. That's just a simple Staggerton.
Simple.
Yeah, nothing special. That's a close-up of it.
Oh, I love that shot a lot. I like the way the light's coming in here on hitting it. That's awesome.
Oh, wow, I just saw a fuck up. I didn't see it. It's the same coil. And this one's a similar coil. I don't know if anybody will be able to tell the difference or not. Certainly not on that picture, but...
What are you using to light this? And where are you taking these pictures? You have like a light box?
No.
No,
using a little pin light.
Oh, that's dope. I like it.
Yeah, this one's basically a Staggerton, but I've taken the frames and staggered the frames before I wrapped the wrap wire, as opposed to just being a regular, round wire.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Okay. And there's another picture. Yeah, that's a great picture. I love that. I love that picture a lot. You can really see the interior there, which I think a lot of people don't really understand. Like, if you only have a peripheral understanding of coil building, and you don't really understand what's going on inside those coils, they look great from the outside, but to really appreciate them, you got to know what's going on in the interior, and that's where the magic really is, and that's what makes these things time consuming. That's what makes these things hard to actually make. It's not the wrapping, the Clapton style wrappings of them. It's the fucking stacking all that fucking flat wire and shit. That's the fucking trick. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the motherfucker right there.
That's the motherfucker. You're right, man. It gives me fucking stress just thinking about it. So, and this is the one that Yeti actually sent today.
Yeah, nothing. Just a simple cage build.
I think that you don't really understand what the word simple means, because that's not fucking simple.
Just something I did before I took my nap.
It's nothing extraordinary. Nothing like fucking Freddy's build or anything, not a hybrid or anything cool, Just some basic Claptons,
Okay, so we got a question in chat. Zach Vapes 99066 wants to know where he can send pics to. So there's a couple different places. You can either send them to to our email, the official Overdose Vapes email, which is Overdose Vapes, all one word, all lowercase, overdosevapes@yahoo.com. Yes, we still use Yahoo as an email service. Somebody has to keep them in business, and it's us. So you can either do that, or you can go to the official Overdose Vapes Facebook group, which there's a link for in the description of this video. And it's a closed group, so you can ask to join. And then in there, you can find me, and then you can message them to me through Facebook Messenger. That's probably the best way to do it, because I can download the pictures directly from Messenger. And it just makes it super easy for me to do. And Dawn stopped by. Hello, Dawn. I didn't see it until you were probably already gone, but thank you for coming.
Oh, she's
okay.
Love you, Dawn.
Oh, of course. Okay, and then here's another picture of the cage build. I like that picture a lot. I do. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
I want one of those so bad, and I've never even tried to make one.
They're simple, man. They're easy.
There it is with that word again. Okay, so this is from Zachary Johnson. He's got the what is that one there? That RDA.
The Fat Boy.
Fat Boy. So he's got a quad coil build in there, which I think it's you kind of have to stack those fuckers up deep in there. And here's an overhead shot of it, and that looks like
Juggernauts.
Juggernauts. Yeah. Looks good. Looks real good. The deck on that is very interesting. I like that the leads are going opposite directions. That's cool. That big old center post block.
Well, yeah. I'll just leave it alone.
Okay.
That's got multiple deck options.
Yeah. Michaela, what's going on? Michaela Vapes. Shane Smith, what's happening?
Mac.
Mr. Miles, hey, what's going on? Alan Gorby. Everybody I haven't said hello to, hello.
Who was this by? Oh, Zach.
Okay. Zachary Johnson, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's on Instagram? I can't remember his Instagram name. It's not Zachary Johnson, though. And I don't know if he wants to share what it is in the chat. But if you're in the chat, Zach, and you want to share your Instagram, you can do so now. I mean, it's totally fine with us. Okay, but that's it. I mean, we had a lot of coils, but you know what? It's still not enough. God, I'd love it if more people would. Yeah, Clean, I did. Already showed your coil pics, man.
Hey, and you didn't hear us going on and on about them.
No, we fucking raved about them, bro. And also I got some pictures from West End, but I couldn't get them off in time while I was doing the show. But next week, I will actually show those builds as well. And anybody who wants to have their coils featured on the show, just send them to me, man. It doesn't even have to be anything special like the things that you've seen tonight. You can just send anything you want. I'm interested to see what all you guys are using to vape. It doesn't have to be something special for the show. Just take a picture of whatever's in your RDA, man, and send us a pic, because that's what I'm interested in, like what you guys are using day to day. Honestly.
Well, see, anybody can shoot a coil pic. What I want to see is cotton pics.
Okay. I'm down with that.
Send Travis your coil pics, but send the cotton pics also.
PM me your boob pics. I mean cotton pics.
There he goes on the phone again.
Now the transition back from his full screen to us looking good on the Zoom screen.
I'll have to step out for that.
if Travis, you want to stop sharing, I'm going to transition over to
Yeah.
the Adore video clip really quick, and then I'll get us all sized up back.
Fuck them then. That's what I say.
All right. So, yeah, we're back good.
Oh,
Yeah.
General Giant 666.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
sale
General
is only
Giant
good for
666.
another. The sale's only good for another 30 minutes. So
You guys better get over there.
We'll all understand if you don't pay attention to the chat for a while if you're gonna make that Adore order before the show ends.
Yeah, just go, man. Do it now because you guys are gonna want to do this. Yeti did say send cockpits. So if you guys have some cockpits for him, send them out. He definitely wants to see them.
Rooster picks?
We actually just got our first cotton entry.
Excellent.
Nice.
And I'm going to show it.
Do it.
Come on.
This is a cotton
Shit.
swab.
No, it's from Dawn.
Looks pretty clean.
She actually sent a cotton pick.
Excellent.
Thank you,
great.
Dawn.
I'll show mine. Can't really see it. It's a little dark. Not too dark though.
The waterfall of cotton on that ink, that
Dead rabbit.
Oh.
rabbit.
I love that's you know what? That's the saving grace of the dead rabbit is the way that you wick it. And how much airflow you can get underneath those coils. I fucking love
And
that.
the nice thing
about
is you just trim it.
Look at how clean that cotton is.
Yeah.
That's been, what is this? Limit ecstasy for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Look at how clean that cotton is. I know my
It
camera
is.
doesn't do it justice, but
It's super clean. Yeah.
yeah.
I love that about her. You know, basically all of her liquids are super clean. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but that's the cleanest liquid out of any liquid I've ever seen. I mean, seriously.
It is. It really is clean. You know. Okay. I want to say thank you, Michaela, for watching our reviews. We love that you love them. You know, we really do. And that's what we do. You know, that's what we're all about is just trying to give our opinions. And so that if you guys have over the years found that you have similar flavor profiles as me or Josh, and we just try to like help you save some money because we understand that juice adds up. It adds up, and paying that fucking price over and over and over again can be tiring. And so if we can help you guys make an informed decision, that's all we want. That's all we want. And Zach Vapes requested to join the group. I will let you in the group as soon as I'm done with here if one of the admins has not already done so, because we have some really, really on the ball admins. Okay. What time is it?
Miles, actually, no, because if I'm not mistaken, you use cotton in RTAs as well, do you not?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Oh, and just so y'all know, that picture that I just showed, that was Miles Aliens that was on Don's build in the Dead Rabbit.
Nice.
Everybody's using the dead rabbit. Everybody that I know,
You know why?
is using the fucking dead rabbit.
Because it's a fucking badass fucking RDA.
It's good.
The flavor's great on it.
No.
You put some simple apple roll on that, and that apple just pops right in your mouth.
This shit does have it brings out flavors that other RDAs don't, and that is very interesting to me. I put the first thing I tried in it was my own liquid, because that's what you should always do whenever you're trying a new device is use a liquid that you know inside and out, and it changed everything about it. I was getting butterscotch that I never taste, and I was totally getting it. So, Mr. Miles, you have to do a lot of extra steps to get cotton picks, and yeah, it's true.
Fuck.
Can't see it. Too bright.
Yeah, it's not going to too white. Damn it. Okay. West
Is it
Indiana.
just a wad of, is it a wad of cotton? Yeah. There you go. It's just
I have a feeling I'm going to regret saying that.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna join in on this cotton thing. I'll be right back.
Now, Yeti, have you ever seen Doc?
See?
Have you ever seen Doc's sheet of cotton? He bought a sheet.
No.
He bought a sheet of cotton, and he thought it was going to be just. It was
Blacklist
so many
approved.
It was so many square inches of cotton, and when he got it, it was all one sheet. You know how tall Doc is. He's holding it up, and it's wider than him and taller than him. It's crazy. It looks like a king size sheet.
Like, is it like a Muji pad? Like a big ass Muji pad?
It's like without the hard edges on the side, but it's just big old sheet.
Taking a pic for next week's show
That's crazy.
with my excellent little cotton.
Oh, you need a fan so it can just blow in the wind.
That would be excellent. Oh shit, lost my phone. Okay, so it's about 8:30. I think we're gonna call it quits for the night. I really had a good time tonight. I love hanging out with the guys and with the chat. But I have to say, Nikki and Paul, we wish you guys were here as well. Love you guys, and we hope to see you guys next week. Oh my God, Weston just had such a good comment. Just wait till someone sends you a picture of a tampon. Let's just hope let's just hope it's fucking new. And not used.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
Oh, I want to touch on something because it's been a couple of weeks and the drama's kind of died down. All right, but I wanted to bring this up. Okay, this shit, right? I got harassed so fucking much about this product, and the fact that me and Josh just reviewed it like a normal product and didn't fucking talk about the fucking weird video that those guys made of them burning it and all that shit, right? We got harassed so much about it that I actually made the video private because I was so fucking sick of arguing with people and banning fucking people from our chat that it was just like, and I have no fucking connection to this company. I could care less about this company or this product, right? It's just a fucking cotton. And it's not even my cotton of choice. I use cotton bacon. And so I just eventually fucking just made it private because it's just not worth fighting over it to me. But like, that's not right, And it's like this bandwagon mentality that we have in this community that I think is really, really dangerous. And everything from that to the blacklisting, this blacklist of fucking vape juices that have fucking, whatever fucking cartoon characters on them and shit, right? And I've seen that list, and I've seen there's some fucking products on there that do not belong on that list. And whether that be, just because the only thing that should be blacklisted is if it's like a blatant fucking, like, if it's Jimmy Neutron on there, right, holding up a fucking mod, then yeah, okay, obviously that's wrong. Because that's definitely going towards kids. If it's aping another product's copyrighted material, that's wrong, and it shouldn't be on there. Yep. But if it's just a character, guess what? I grew up with video games and cartoons, and so that shit appeals to me just as much as anyone else. And so to say that it's singly targeting children, it's just not right. It's not correct because it's targeting me because that's what I grew up with. And what do you call it? When you really like something that's retro, it's nostalgia is like the number one way besides sex to sell something. And so it's just smart business that a lot of those people, a lot of these products have things that kind of tickle that nostalgia bone, So that's just me. I think that the whole thing is just a little bit fucking overblown. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. And I think that just be careful about jumping on bandwagons, man. You don't want to be the pitchfork, chasing down Frankenstein's monster, it's not a good look. It's not a good look for our community, and it's not helping anything. It's just making us all fight internally. And that's what I was trying to tell these people, in the chat of the fucking Angry Rabbit review, was like, you're coming after me? I have nothing to do with this fucking product. And and it's just crazy. Like, they're like, well, because the people from the company were like answering questions, but they're obviously English is not their first language. And so every time they would say something just like a little bit wrong, these people were just like, you just fucking admitted that there's chemicals in the fucking cotton. And it's like, no, they didn't. And so I'm like trying to like say like, they didn't say that. They didn't say there's chemicals in the cotton. They actually said the opposite. They said that if you can prove there's chemicals in the cotton, we'll pull it off the market and fucking pay you guys a fucking settlement. And which of course is stupid because they're from China and you could never enforce anything on a Chinese company. But they were saying that's what they were saying. Okay. And like, they were like, you just admitted that there's fucking chemicals in there. It's like, no, they really didn't. And it's just crazy, and
here's just my thoughts on it. We're all born with a brain in our head and our own opinions. Well,
some of us.
Well, I was speaking, I was speaking for like Travis and myself, not Yeti, but we all have our own opinions. We all have our own brain, and if it looks like it's facing children, then use your own judgment and don't buy it. If you don't agree with what they have on the bottle, don't buy it. If you don't agree with how it tastes, don't buy it. If it's not your thing, don't buy it. And when more people don't buy it, and we're not advertising these companies by circulating a list of going, I've never heard of that company, and then they see that company, and then they find out, oh, they make a butterscotch custard? Oh, I've never had a really good one. What's the chances of somebody go out and I'm buying something on the blacklist just to find that juice that they've never found? So use your own eyes, your own judgment, your own brain, and make that judgment yourself. If you can trust yourself that you are doing the right thing for this community by supporting the company that you are seeing, you are tasting, you are using, then that's the right choice for you. It's you in the end that has to live with the decisions that you make that can influence this industry.
Yep. Vote with your wallet.
Vote with your wallet. That's it. 100%. And, who is it up here that said it? Somebody said they were vaping on Killer Custard. I can't see it anymore, but say they were vaping on Killer Custard. That's just on the list. And why? Why is that on the list? Because there's a fucking little custard cup with a face. It just doesn't make sense to me. And so I don't know. I was just really disappointed with the community over this whole thing. And especially this cotton. Okay. Now I watched the video many times of them burning that cotton and then vaping it. Okay. Now I also personally on accident had loaded, we were using this for the review. I had put it in my RDA and forgot that I hadn't put juice on it yet. And I hit the fucking button and it just burnt through. It didn't fucking like singe and then like not burn. It just burnt. It burnt all the way through. And so I think that they just faked the video. And that's all. And that was my argument is like, to me, it's more likely that they just faked that video.
See, that's what I don't understand, because when I had my accident, I had the rabbit stuff in my RDA. And I nodded off with my mod in my hand and fired. And my coils, when I realized that my coils were glowing orange, but the cotton did not burn.
Wow.
I've got pictures of the cotton because I went ahead and pulled the cotton out anyways. It was a little bit brown, but it wasn't even singed. It was just like where the juice had burnt, a little bit, and it was just barely.
That's weird.
I don't know if that's just because the cotton was wet and yours wasn't. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it blew my fucking mind.
Okay, yes.
Because my coils were orange.
And in the video, he does get the cotton wet. And then he fucking just burns it. But see, that confuses me now, because I'm thinking like I did the test. I accidentally did the test and it just burnt. But mine had no liquid, not even a drop. And so I don't know how it would react to that liquid. I don't know. And that actually makes me a little bit change my mind on the whole thing, because that's what he did in the video. If you guys watch the video, the Angry Rabbit shit, it's on YouTube. The guy actually putting liquid on the juice or on the cotton, and then he fucking burns all the juice off. Then he just continues to burn it until it catches on fire. And then he keeps, first off, I don't even see why that they would fucking try to push that as a feature, because who the fuck wants to do that anyways? And that's what I told the company. I'm like, man, like, why would you guys fucking push that as like your selling point? Nobody cares about that.
It's too fucking hot.
Because they would have just, honestly, there would have been none of this backlash if they would have just said, here's an alternative to cotton bacon. It's similar. but it's different, you know. And they could have sold a ton, but now everybody's all up in arms because of this fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, they need to just repackage and come under a different name and don't mention anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
And you know what? Here's the thing. I wouldn't personally use this just because of the break-in. And that's 100% my reasoning behind it. And that's what I said in the review. I said it's cotton. It functions perfectly fine after that break-in. But if I had a choice, I would obviously go with cotton bacon because there is no break-in. And it's just a more pure, clean product. And but what they said, and I gotta take them at their word, is that they said we use heat and liquid to clean this cotton. I believe that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they said water. They said hot. They said heat and water is what they said. And so who knows? I'm not using it, but not because I'm afraid there's chemicals on it. I'm not using it because it's just regular cotton, and I prefer cotton bacon, and that's why I do that. But it was just a shame. It was just a shame the way that people were coming at me about that fucking product that I have nothing to do with, you know. And
Exactly.
and I can't judge something based on what the company is fucking putting on YouTube. I judge it based on my experience with it. You know, that's what reviewers are supposed to do. So, whatever.
Good, bad. Use your own brain.
Yeah.
Travis
That's
is.
it.
He's using what he
try.
likes.
I'm trying. Yeah. And if you guys haven't tried cotton bacon, man, go do it. And they finally are starting to kind of market their comp wire, which I had the opportunity to try a few months ago, and that shit is hot. It's hot shit. Love it.
You got some in Detroit.
Yeah.
When was Detroit? March? April?
It's a few months ago.
It was
March. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
It was cold. It was cold.
You guys are so
It was
lucky to get to
cold.
go to that.
That's when it was. When it was cold and icy.
You know what, Mr. Miles, you're so fucking right. Before we end the show, I just want to agree with Mr. Miles 100%. He says, go with a white list over a black list. Now, that is smart thinking, man. Because you know what? Then say, hey, look, we don't care about these other products. We're just going to show you the products that we think are doing the right thing, not try to like fucking shame these other companies that we feel like are doing the wrong thing, you know. Such a more mature way to do things, you know. Okay, it's fire. Oh God. Okay. You know what's the cotton? Okay, one more thing. I thought I was done. I'm not. They keep pulling me back in. Okay, the cotton that I fucking really was suspicious of was Fiber Freaks. You guys ever fuck with Fiber Freaks?
No.
Okay, it's still available. It's not cotton. Okay, it's like a cellulose. But that shit, man, when you fucking touch it, it feels like what do you call it? Like fiberglass. It feels fucking nasty in your hands, man. It made me fucking cringe when I touched it. And then I see people putting that shit in their fucking RDAs, and I'm like, did you touch that? Because to me, it made me want to die when I touched it. So no thanks.
I swear I would have seen like
Made you want to die.
I would have seen like
Yeah.
X23 a whole bunch of times when you were like talking there, but people must not have remembered that code. I could have muted you.
People agree with me, son.
That would have been fun. There we go.
Yeah, you don't get a vote. Okay. Well, that's a controversial statement that I'm not even going to dig into. All right, so good night, everybody, and thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to Lifa for Lifa is actually uploading the stream for me tonight so that we could show the coil pics. So really, thank you so much for that, and thank you to Yeti's uncle for coming and hanging out with us. It's always a pleasure, and you can check him out on Instagram, right?
Sure.
You still uploading on Instagram?
Of course.
Okay, I hope so.
Also, stay close to my YouTube channel. I will be putting out a video this week, and it's going to have some really interesting information on it regarding
Excellent.
Wire.
I kind of liked your
Excellent.
first. I kind of liked and hated your first ever YouTube video. Sorry, no Thursday night show tonight. Sorry. That should have got tons of thumbs downs.
Well, there will be reviews coming soon, probably this week, maybe.
Nice.
But there's something not review related that I'm going to put out. So
I watched that. I saw the thumbnail for that, and I'm like, Yeti's outside. the fuck is going on in the world? Go back inside. It's dangerous out there.
Yep. But if you noticed, I wasn't but 10 feet away from the house. So.
Yes. Good. You got to be back in running distance back there. Okay.
Oh, our church, I don't hold any balls except for my own. What I provide is quality technical support. I leave the ball holding to the women.
I can hold my own balls, thank you very much. Barely, but I can't. You know, gravity's a motherfucker.
Just don't
when you get to
sit
be
on
my
them.
age.
Don't sit on them.
Honestly. Or at night, here's a little old man fucking drama. At night, when you try to sleep on your side,
Oh no, here comes
This is
the
going to get gross, guys.
and you
Here
gotta
comes
pull
the
them out
X-23s.
between your fucking legs. Anyways, all right. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.
If I